Hey YouTube time, Tycondrius back yet again for another Eagle Force figure. This time is Silverback, the survival specialist. So these are the global premier strike force to fight worldwide injustice and tyranny. So again, part of series 5. I don't have any of the other series really other than one or two figures from series 1 and 2. But we'll go through the little bit of write-up for this guy. So, Silverback, the survival specialist. Silverback is old enough to remember the Cold War, man. You don't want to get on his bad side, that's for dang sure. I, for one, are happy he's fighting with us and not against us. General Brown. And then the other write-up, which is here. An old-school infantry operative from the Russian 7th Guards Mountain Air Assault Division. Silverback is hot-tempered and quick to anger, but a highly qualified soldier with decades of experience battling enemies in rocky terrain. Upon retirement from the military, Silverback became a well-known cliff jumper and free solo climber, making a name for himself as one of the oldest free solo climbers in the world. Silverback joined Eagle Force as a favor to General Brown, who saved his life during the Cold War. So, he gives me a kind of retired outback vibe to him, but he is different. So the basic setup for this guy, as on the box, is he does come with a black version of the M16 gun. He actually when he's in the box, he comes with his vest on, his tactical vest. But because the card art shows him without it, I decided to take it off him and just leave it off. He comes with a pistol, so he has that 2-weapon deal going on that most figures have. He has a t-shirt that says "Nut Up" or "Shut Up" printed on it, which is kind of cool. He has a removable ball cap. He has a baseball cap. He has the Eagle Force logo on the baseball cap. He doesn't seem to have the Eagle Force logo on any of the other parts of him, except I think it could be on his big web gears thing that he comes with. So let's get that out. Yes, he does come with that. He does come with a vest, a tactical vest. It is the same tactical vest that came with... hang on, let me move my camera down because you probably couldn't see any of that while I was rabbiting on about him. So, it comes with the same tactical vest that Captain Eagle here came with. So it's the exact same one done in a different base color. He comes with more gear in his little bag of accessories. Again, the standard Eagle Force style display base. Just pour everything out. He comes with a pair of goggles if you want to give him goggles for his look. Again, as I said, he comes with that black machine gun, the M16 looking one with the grenade launcher, a grey version of the hand pistol, or the sidearm, and then I'll just bring it back in. The rope piece is actually in his accessory bag, and it's actually the same one that came with Zantini, except it's done in grey with a dry brushing of kind of silver grey on it, and give it a bit more depth. Again, he reuses a lot of the same parts from some other figures. Although I think this is the only figure in this wave, and the ones that I have that have the t-shirt look to them. Even Zantini had the bare arms. He didn't actually have a t-shirt on, but this guy has a t-shirt on. Head has the baseball cap that you can remove. Head is on that ball joint, can move all the way around. He kind of looks like a old version of, as I said, Outback or the old adventure team kind of guys. So he has that kind of old grizzled look kind of thing. Arms can rotate around, can hinge up that much. Single joint elbow with the rotation. It has the rotation on the wrist. Depending on which hand you have in, you have the up and down or side to side hinge. Again, legs can split out and kick forward. Double jointed knees. He has the same kind of pants thing as Captain Eagle, so he has that kind of swivel just underneath the pants cuff. And then he has the boots. He has paint apps on a lot of stuff, like the base of his feet are painted. He has paint apps for his kind of shoe, boot type things. His straps are all painted, so he has a good lot of paint apps. He has fingerless gloves on with the knuckles painted with kind of stuff, with kind of brown gloves with blue paint apps on them, which is pretty cool. And then as with a lot of these figures, I can get all his accessories into my hand, or his alternate hands. So bear with me a moment while I just pick through stuff. Bear with me one moment. There. So, excuse me. So he comes with the outstretched version of those gloved hands. He comes with the grasping version of those hands. He's left, or his alternate one is in his hand at the moment, or on his hand at the moment. He has the 2 punching fists. You have the 2 versions of the trigger finger. Again, his offhand one, the left hand is in his plugged onto the figure at the moment, so he has those. And if you want, just like with Sandstorm, if you don't want him to have gloved hands, you have the whole same set of hands, punching, outstretched, trigger finger, grasp hands, in bare skin tone with no gloves on as well, which is a great kind of thing. It gives you good range of mixing and matching with these guys. It gives you good options. Even if you want to use them as a custom, you could probably repaint some of the stuff on him. And the only thing he doesn't really come with is alternate heads, so you can't really do like army building for him in the sense. But if you have an alternate head from another figure, you could probably pop that on him and maybe army build him that way. But that involves having to buy 2 figures, so there is that. Again, he does hold his accessories quite nicely, but again, just with a lot of these figures, is oh, that nearly fell off the table. His hip holster is a little bit on the loose side for holding stuff, so we'll just pop all his bits back into the bag before I lose them all. Oh, and throw his base in as well. Again, the base is exactly the same grey plastic as everyone else's. The only, and has the 2 peg holes on it, so there's no difference between any of the bases on these. The one thing that would have been kind of cool is if the Riot guys had like a Riot design base as opposed to the Eagle Force. But we'll get him standing up next to all these Eagle Force counterparts at the moment that I have. So we have Captain Eagle, Sandstorm, Agent Grim, and we'll throw old Zantini in behind him. You can see how similar in looks Zantini and he is. The t-shirt, he has a t-shirt sculpted torso, which is something that the others don't have. In fact, he's the only one that has that from this wave. It isn't probably unique to him though. I would imagine other figures from the other waves, if I can bring in one of the older boxes, I would imagine characters that would have a t-shirt look to them would have that sculpted. But is that Captain Eagle's box? Yeah. Just having a quick look at some of the other figures, I don't see anyone that's wearing a t-shirt offhand, but then again, the guys that have body armor on, they could be t-shirt underneath it. So overall, a really cool figure. And we'll just bring in some non-action force, or I keep calling them action force, Eagle Force figures, just so you can see a size comparison. I won't go too much into the thing because you've seen this with nearly all of these videos so far. So you can see the scaling across the line with different kind of figure lines. Not too bad. I do find that the actual Mattel Jurassic World stuff tend to be a little smaller. It could be just me. Like if I bring in the old Wheatley figure, who has a very similar look, you can see they kind of stand a little bit on the smaller side. He's nearly a cap size smaller than him. So if you have vehicles from that line, they may or may not fit those. So overall, it is a really good figure. He's not the strongest of that wave. Definitely for me, the Sandstorm is one of the strongest out of this wave, and the Draconis one is actually really good. I'd say looks wise he's the weakest, but accessory wise he has one of the strongest sets of accessories, so it is what it is. And for customization, he's probably the least strongest as well. Like with Sandstorm, you have all those extra heads, and you have the masked head, so you can army build with. With the Draconis one, you have all the extra zombie heads and stuff like that, so you can army build with those. And Agent Grim then is the only other one that doesn't have alternate heads, so you can't really army build with those. But if you have different heads from another figure, you can probably pop the Keanu Reeves head looking head off and put a kind of a helmeted head over it, and you'd probably be able to get away with it. So overall, not a bad figure line. I do recommend picking them up. Again, they are available at Big Bad Toy Store at the time of this recording, and if I can, I'll try and throw a link into the description below for where they are, and hopefully you can get a sight of these if you're enjoying these videos and enjoying the look of these guys. So there you go, guys. As always, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoy this video. Cheers, guys.